What's up, guys? This video here is called Home Notes, Keys, and the Feels. Basically, we've learned about writing and using a home note. It gives a sense of like, I don't know, security to a melody. It has a starting place and it ends, just like in the day. We start off at our home typically, and then we go about our business, go to school, go to work, whatever, and then we come back to home. So I want to show you how to actually change the key of your song because different keys have different feelings, especially between major and minor. And then I want to show you how to find the right home note. Okay, so if I go here to palettes and I click the measure tool, okay? Or it's also right here on my toolbar. If I click this little button, it says change key signature, okay? Now, the one biggest thing I want to focus on is the mode, all right? There's a lot of different modes you can use. Today, we're going to focus on major and minor, okay? Major is just your typical do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But minor is going to sound more melancholy, more sad, and minor starts on what we call la. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. So they have different feelings, okay? So let's say you wanted to do a song that was kind of sad. I would choose like minor. Then here's all the different minor keys, whether it be B, F sharp, F, B flat. I'm going to just use this example of the key of F. So I'm going to click it right there and click OK. Now you'll notice what happened is it changed the key signature, which the key signature is usually it's at the beginning of the song, and it's either going to be expressed through flats like these or sharps. All right. The most important thing is if I change this to the key of F, that means my home note really should be the note F, which we know that there's an F at the top of the staff like this. Every good boy deserves fudge. I can use that F, or I could use the first space F, okay? Now I'm gonna write a melody using repetition and interesting little leaps and patterns and steps. Listen to this. If I play this, it's gonna sound kind of spooky. Oh, I like that. I might actually go like this. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Okay. And then of course, using the 1, 2, 3 go pattern, I could take this. I could copy this. Something like this, and then at the end I'll do something different. Okay, and notice right here I ended on my home note, and also not only did I do that, I ended on my home note F, but I made it a longer note to give it a real sense of resting and arriving at home. I always recommend that after you're done with a musical sentence, you either let it be a rest, like this, quarter note and then a rest, or a half note, or even something longer, okay? Let's listen to it. Bless me. So there you go. Starts on F, ends on F, and my key signature is F minor, okay? Now let's say I wanted to make this F major. What if I wanted to change it to be happy? I could simply go to the major key, find where it says F right there, and do that. Now I should have done Control A before I did that, and then clicked it. Then it would have done the same thing for everything else. Now you're going to notice it's not going to say change anything yet. Okay, if I really wanted to reflect the new key, I have to click up arrow once. Oh, I have to hit stop, sorry. Up arrow once, and then bring it back down. So there you go. So now I changed the key of F. Sounds happier. Good. Let's say I wanted to totally change it to a different key. Let's just click Control A, and I'm going to change it to the key of A flat major. A flat major. Okay? We know that there's an A on the second space. So you see what I just did? I just used my up arrows and I moved the whole thing to start on A in the second space, and it ends on A in the second space. Now listen to it now. Okay, let's say I wanted to change the key signature to a minor key. Let's say I want to use E flat. Okay, now I have to think about which E I want to use. Do I want to use the bottom line E, or do I want to use the fourth space E? I think I'm just going to use the bottom line E, since my melody is kind of a rising melody. That'll give me room to grow. Okay, so I changed my key signature to E flat. I moved this whole melody that I wrote down down to the starting on E flat, and it ends on E flat. Let's listen to it. Okay, so there you go. That's one example of how you can pick a home note and change the key signature and try all the different feelings. Another thing that you could do, I'll just say, I'm gonna just go back to like the original, which would be go here where there's no sharps or flats. I'm gonna delete everything. Add a few measures here. So this is usually how you start note flight. You could also just go like this. You could also be like, all right, I'm gonna start a melody like this. Let's listen to this so far. Oops. Let me hit stop. Move that down. Okay, here we go. Isn't that cool? And then I can just copy this real quick. Copy. By the way, to do that, I click this one. I hold down Shift. Then I click this one right here. Hit Control C. Go to where you want to put it. Control V. Okay. Now the second time I'm going to go. This is a little different pattern than 1, 2, 3, go. This is more like an A, B, A, C pattern. We're going to do this. Cool. Now, let's say we wanted to mess around with the feeling of this. Hit Control A. My home note is the note G, and it ends on G, right? So I'm going to go to the key signature. What if I wanted to make it minor? And I would make it G minor, because that's what I start on. I'll hit OK. Now notice it's going to have all these funky accidentals in here. Hit up once and down again, just to refresh it. And now it'll be in the new key. Let's say you want it to be G major. So then you just go here, click the key signature, change this to major. Find where it says G right there. Click the up arrow once and back down just to refresh the notes. Yeah, isn't that cool? All right, so think about the different keys you could use and different home notes, and continue to fuse all these things together about 1, 2, 3, go, writing repetitive music, picking a home note. Now you can change the key signature. So just experiment with that and see if you can add that to your music as you're developing it. Okay? Bye, guys.